So you guys, today we're gonna be working on this 1999 Honda CRV. It is a 4x4. It has a lift. I think it's like a 2-inch lift, and it has these method wheels with some all-terrain tires on it. But what we're gonna be doing to it is the oil pan gasket. As you can see, it's pretty oily down here. It's leaking a good amount of motor oil. And this car also has the check engine light for the O2 sensor, so we ordered that as well. And also a transmission seal is leaking on that side. That axle wobbles a whole lot, so I think that's what caused the leak over there. I'm not sure if we're gonna do that on this video, but for the O2 sensor, we ordered this. It's just a regular cheap ultra power sensor. That's the part number. We got this on Rock Auto. And then for the oil pan gasket, we got this one from Felpro. That's the part number right there. And I think we should have gotten the other. There's two types of oil pan gasket seals. I think we should have gotten the other one, but we ended up getting this one. We're just gonna throw this on here for now. And to start off, we have to disconnect the O2 sensor because it's right here, and we have to disconnect it because this whole pipe has to come off. So there's two bolts here, well, two nuts on this side. Yeah, two nuts on this side. We have to hold the bolt on the back side, and then there's 3 nuts here that I can see, and there's a couple here that hold this in place. So I'm gonna get the, I don't know if we should, yeah, I think I'm gonna get this clip first. We unplugged the O2 sensor. Now we got to compare the plugs, make sure that this one fits. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. So this thing comes with the little grommet, I guess, for the, oh shit, I think we ordered the wrong one. This one's for that one back there. I don't think we could use it up front. Shit, I don't know if it's the same one, then we could use it up here, but this one has a grommet, and I know that one back there has a grommet right there, and this one doesn't seem to have anything. Oh well. Now for these nuts up here. So for these nuts, it's not a half. Maybe an 11. Nope, it's not an 11. Maybe a 12. Yeah, it's kind of like a 12. And then for these, it's also a 12 right here. So we're gonna undo these first, and then we'll get to these, and then we'll do these last. So for the 3 nuts that hold this to the header or exhaust manifold, it's 15mm nuts, 3 of them. There's one here, and one here somewhere. And these actually came out pretty easy, both of these. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do these, and then we'll do these 2 12mm. So we got that out of the way. Now that we have that out of the way, we could get to the oil pan. I don't want to be Captain Obvious, but basically that would not let you get the oil pan out, so you do have to remove that part of the exhaust. And now we have all these 10mm bolts. Actually, you know what, I think we're gonna have to remove this little cover, because the oil pan goes into this little, to like the back of this. So let's see. So this one is a 17, and I'm pretty sure this is a 10 and this is a 10, but let's make sure. Yeah, 10 and a 10, and there's another 10 back here. So there's 3 10s and 1 17 to remove that little cover. Oh, we got that cover off. It's right there. Now we gotta remove, well, actually we gotta drain the oil. So this one takes a 17mm bolt. We're gonna pull that out, let the oil drain, so that we could remove the oil pan gasket. So we could remove the oil pan and then remove the gasket. But we could see that the axle goes into the diff right here, or transmission, or whatever this is, and there's no leak from the transmission on this side. So it is leaking from the transmission, and we're sure it's on this side. There's also vibration right here, like I said earlier, so I think that axle is bad. We're gonna have to get it rebuilt or something, or replaced with the new one. I don't know yet, but for now we're gonna worry about this. So I'm gonna go get the oil thing, the little pan or bucket, whatever it is, and drain this. We got all the 10mm bolts and nuts. They're all the same size, and there's only one way to put them in, because of course you're not going to put a bolt here where a stud is sticking out. So we just removed all of them all around, and now we're going to use this Harbor Freight gasket scraper to get between the, oh shit, just to break it loose. I'm gonna have to use both of my hands. I'm gonna drop it, and then we see what we'll do next. This is what it looks like under the engine without the oil pan. There is some traction here. It kind of looks like a leaf. If I can get it out. Oh, it's a gasket maker. There's some more little pieces down there. This is the pickup tube, the oil pickup tube. So we're gonna try to get off as much as we can. A little more gasket maker right there. So the gasket did come off in one piece, and it is brittle, so it's pretty old. I don't know if it's the original one or not. But at least it did come off in one piece. So we do have to scrape the little bit of gasket maker that's left right here on the block, where it comes together back here, and then also up here in the front right here, because we're gonna put some RTB on these spots right here. So I don't know what to do first. I think I'm gonna clean this so I can stop dripping some oil, and then we'll get to the oil pan after that. We got most of the gasket off. It's right here. Came off in pieces because it was on there like pretty bad, and I don't think there's any RTB on it. It was just toasted. There's a couple more pieces right here that we couldn't really get off, so we're gonna hit this with the wire wheel. We're just gonna use this right here, go all around, and then we'll just deep clean it, get all the old oil out, and all this has to be super clean for the new gasket. So we got most of it cleaned off. It's all silver now. That thing was really on there, like it was really baked on there, so it took some muscle to get most of it off. This is as clean as we're gonna be able to get it, so we're gonna wipe this edge down. We clean the inside as much as possible as well, and we're gonna put some RTV on the edge that I showed you guys earlier, on this edge, on this right here and here. We also try to hit this with the blade as best as possible. So we're gonna wipe all this down, put a little bit of RTV. We're gonna put a little bit of this on there, just a little bead, right there, right there, right there, and right there. And then we'll go ahead and put the gasket on. We're gonna let it sit overnight, so that's why we're trying to finish this up right now. So we got the gasket on here. Just sits on there like that. There is like a right and wrong way to put it. This little edge right here goes on this side, and the flat side goes towards the engine, I think, and this side goes towards the oil pan, the one with the two little things right there. I don't know what you call them. But now we're gonna slide it on here. Oh, and this is what we got on for the RTV. We got that little bead right there, one right there, and there. We're gonna slide it on and probably put these, or actually some bolts, and then we'll put the rest of the nuts. And they don't go on super tight. I think it's like 8 foot-pounds or something, or inch-pounds. I don't remember. I gotta look that up. Put you guys back on once the oil pan is on and they're torqued down. We got the oil pan back in. Kind of don't like how it's sticking out right here. It's touching the plate right here, right there. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. But there's nothing we could do about that. We can't loosen the bolt and then tuck in the gasket and then retorque it, because it's gonna come back out. So we're just gonna leave it like that for now. We're gonna let it dry, and then we're most likely going to put the exhaust piece that goes here. We're gonna let it cure for 24 hours, well, close to 24 hours on this gasket maker. And then tomorrow we'll change the oil filter and put some new oil in it. We just finished putting in 4 quarts of oil, and that's 4 with the filter. So whatever we used in the filter, and there's only 1 quart left in here. And we went with this one. They didn't have the 530 for this, because that's what this quart takes, but oh well. I don't think it's gonna do anything or anything too bad. So we also put the new oil filter in, and let's just hope it doesn't leak anymore. We're gonna have to replace this O2 because the other one has to get shipped back, but that's gonna be some other day. For now, we just want to get it running, hopefully stop this leak. We have to go to the car wash and pressure wash all this to see if there's any more leaks, but it was pretty bad. Like, all this was filled. Well, the leak on this side is coming from the transmission, so it would meet up with the leak from the oil pan, which is all that right there. So I'm about to get it off of the jack stand, and we did find the issue for the vibration. I hope you guys can see it right here. See if I could hold this steady. I know I'm moving the camera, but that has a lot of play. So this is what's causing. Oh, there you go. Look. See all that play right there? Now I have to get this axle removed. That's gonna be another day as well. But for now, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car. The check engine light is on due to that O2 sensor I was talking to you guys about. That's the reason for that light. So like I said, we're gonna replace that soon. And it has 185,000 miles right now. So I'm gonna write, let's say 190. So in 5,000 miles we'll do the oil change again. Put that right here. Right here, right on the corner. Put it right here. And I guess we're not going by the rules, because it says right here, right on the sticker, it says to change your motor oil and filter every 3 months or 3,000 miles. We're gonna do it at 5,000 miles. That's it for this video. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Yonke_OXC Films. I'll leave that in the description down below, and we'll catch you on the next one.